The Premier League makes a return this weekend as match day 13 takes center stage. No doubt the big game will be played at the Stamford Bridge as Chelsea, the Blues, the world champions, take on Premier League leaders Arsenal in a game that promises to be interesting. But before we go to that game, let's look at other games that will take place in the Premier League this weekend. Bournemouth, of course, will travel to the Stadium of Light to take on Sunderland. Manchester City will entertain Leeds in that one. Brentford will take on Burnley. Everton will take on Newcastle United. An interesting game to watch out for. Both sides handed defeats to the two Manchester clubs in the last round in the Premier League. Spurs will entertain Fulham in a London derby. Crystal Palace will take on Manchester United. West Ham will take on Liverpool. Forest will take on Brighton. Aston Villa will play Wolverhampton Wanderers. Of course, the last game we'll see Arsenal travel to the Bridge to take on Chelsea. But guys, let's start with Manchester City. Now, City play host to Leeds United. Leeds United in the Premier League. Leeds United, in the Premier League. Now, on paper, it should be an easy game for Manchester City. Yeah. But a side that have lost back-to-back to Newcastle United and also losing in Europe to Bayer Leverkusen, one really can't tell which City side will turn up in the Premier League.
Scratch that. Man City will beat Leeds United comfortably. It's not an argument. I know they lost to Newcastle. That was a fight between two giants trying to gain supremacy. Anyhow, Pep Guardiola, you could see it was the back and forth, and Harvey Barnes reigned supreme. In the Champions League, the coach made 10 changes. I feel it was the architect of their own failure, the architect of their own downfall. And I don't think he'll make it. And not with Pep Guardiola. Lightning doesn't strike twice. It's very hard to see him lose 2 games in a row. It's very hard for you to also see him, stuttle a lot of times. And I love his press conference. He took it in. He is moving on. Leeds United are struggling. I think they struggled. They were beaten at the weekend. Aston Villa. Morgan's free kick. And the weekend before. And they even lost at home. And now you go to the Etihad Stadium in front of the world, in front of Pep Guardiola and his orchestras, like I love to call them. They play the music and they can't dance. It's going to be one-way traffic. As much as we try to be modest and say, oh, Leeds United. You're not just playing Man City. You're playing Man City.
What's special in City? They've lost 2 games.
The quality.
4 losses in the Premier League. Yeah. Or they have about 3. Yeah, 4 losses in the Premier League already this season. In 12 games.
Now look at the team they've lost to. Look at the team they've lost. Spurs. Newcastle. These are the guys who are there back in the top spaces.
Them again.
That's the top teams. So if you look at the top, not Leeds United. Come on, I know we're trying to make it look like Leeds United can fight. They couldn't fight Aston Villa. They couldn't fight the week before, and they want to fight at the Etihad Stadium after the coach arrested his big boys. It's the Erling Haaland show. Now the question is how many goals Erling Haaland scored a day. That's a quick question. I don't like to play. I love a fairy tale story. We all know that I love a fairy tale story. But there's no fairy tale here. They can't be Cinderella. No, it can't be. The witch is going to win. It's simple as that. That's the truth.
So no chance.
No chance for Daniel Fark and the Leeds side.
You don't give Leeds.
I think that Daniel Fark has, he has a decent squad. But not for the Premier League. Nah, that's just the truth. I said this thing with Leicester City when they came back last season. Say, they not get squad for Premier League. I know. Said themselves they bring in some players, but those players that will keep you in the league, I don't think so. Dominic Calvert-Lewin has been blanking effortly. He has shown us that he has a talent in being barren, not scoring, not knowing where the post is. That it was even as bad as he even missed penalties. But then
now collecting this weekend.
Come on.
Back to winning ways for City.
2 weeks ago they lost to Nottingham Forest used them to find their feet, to go and then next weekend kudos to the brilliance of Morgan Rogers scored a beauty of a free kick and then a flick that kind of goal. Leeds United, they play exciting football. Now team will go come outside, come attack. They know how to play transition from back to front. They know how to knock kind of
football
speed and all of that. Then how he played with Norwich that time. Not just the problem that they don't get. But good on for them. This guy is back. Nonto, he's back. He hasn't played all season till last weekend. Yeah. He was out injured. One of their most important players. But then they don't get striker.
Now look at me. Don't be angry. I don't want to play spoiler. Now I've been doing that a lot of times. And people, you don't like me.
7 years.
No, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. When your best player is known to, then there's a no to you.
Don't leave me. Don't leave
me. When your best player is known to, there's a no to you. Well, for Manchester City, the guys have unanimously agreed that City will bounce back and get back to winning ways. Of course, City could go above Chelsea with a win and momentarily go into second position until Sunday, where Chelsea play away against at home against Arsenal. But let's go to London, where Crystal Palace, who play host to Manchester United. Ruben Amorim's Manchester United.
I'll let him take the reign.
It is Palace who have been giant slayers. Now they draw against Chelsea.
Yes.
Yeah.
Beating Liverpool 3 times this season.
Yes.
And entertain a shambolic Manchester United side.
Who can't?
Who could not
put
an Everton side who won. Intentionally play a player that cannot last 7 minutes on the field of play. She was Two. Ended up fighting each other. They had to fight each other on the field of play and got sent off. And still went on to beat United
and score.
Go to them in the
and beat them.
And then sometimes you go consider what are the effects of this red card? What are the effects of this incident?
Psychologist Shakari.
What are the effects of this incident? Now, Man United players seeing their opponents fight each other. Yes. What does it tell? What does it do to you as an opponent?
It kills your morale.
Come on, you know this thing. I think it was a game
this weekend. Philip Mateta.
No, he's talking about mental health. Let him finish. No. Mental health first.
Let's mental health. Yeah. Okay. Focus on mental health.
Yeah.
So it was a game that I just talk briefly about that game. Now I just feel saying a really bad game for Man United. I think from the goal of that
mentally, the team destabilized now. That
yes,
record.
It did. You know,
and that early change when Everton go play.
It did. Yeah. You be left wondering.
Amorim, waiting.
Do you understand?
You'll
be left wondering what is going on. We don't the reason how they run into Seamus Coleman that day, and then
the guy don't
you just take the guy out of the field just like that. Why would you do that?
Then we don't plan say we go lock Ghana. Idrissa Gueye, he got a red card.
Why would you do that? Why would that happen? It's just like Anslot saying, why will Man United play? Why will Man United not play those up balls for him? Yeah. Now the same thing. Why would you do that? Why would Seamus come and leave the field in
after
that manner?
5 minutes?
So early. Why would you do that? But that is
by the way,
na team way na game where we say we know we were bad on the day. Fielding 5 defensive players is not a way to play at home. It is not a way to play at home. That is by the side. Crystal Palace Crystal Palace, one team where
Philip Mateta
have always I've always smiled anytime they play Man United.
Yes,
in recent times they've
is there any smiling?
Such excitement they play with. But I mean, this time around it's going to be different from going 5 matches unbeaten. You cannot tell me that we're going to go 2 matches without a win. That's not going to happen.
Remember that Crystal Palace are unbeaten in their last 5 games.
Yes.
Against
we
Manchester
know that.
4 games rather against Manchester United.
Yes, we know that. But Man United will not go 2 games without a win. On Monday was really poor. On Sunday, change of story. We know what's going to happen on Sunday. Man United beating Crystal Palace.
Repeat.
Take that. Man United, if you have a bag of rice, put it on it. Man United winning Crystal Palace 2-0.
You know the most unconvincing take that. This is it.
You can never have
most unconvincing take that. But anyway,
this one will not happen.
Now let me play spoiler. I don't want to play against Man City. I don't know how it will happen. For fans of Man United, the poor run will continue. At Selhurst Park, those guys play football that are, they don't even know when they are beaten. They play at home. They've got Mateta in good shape. They got Ismail Assar in good shape. They've got this Spanish player, Pino in good shape. Cristiano Ronaldo can't even get into that team.
Adam Wharton.
So
World Cup bound.
Of all these players, we got no world class player inside.
Yeah, but I don't buy Wharton. No world club, but I don't buy him.
But you get world class.
Brian Mbeumo is world class. Anytime
when we qualify Cameroon to world.
Let me tell you.
What a world class player.
Is Victor Osimhen not world class?
He's working towards world class.
Victor Osimhen is not world class currently. Come on, Victor Osimhen is there. He's up there.
Yeah, put him there.
But at least he reached final of playoff.
Brian Mbeumo is a world class player.
Let's stop playing these games. Man, that we'll lose that game 3-1 like Selhurst Park. Let's stop all this. Spoilers, guys. Just another loss for Amorim.
So your mind, I say, we'll just play this.
Exactly.
We're just joking around.
Put it down there.
Well, after Man United lose, then we will come next game.
Yes.
Now, Liverpool travel to West Ham to London to face West Ham. quite a rejuvenated West Ham side under a new manager.
Yeah,
of course, the spirit himself.
Yes.
No, Espirito.
Now, Liverpool have lost the last 3 games in all competition.
Yeah.
And have lost their last 2 Premier League games with an average, with an aggregate scoreline of 6-0. Now, they face a man who somehow is now changing the fortunes of West Ham United. And West Ham, on the other hand, now have Callum Wilson scoring back.
Yeah.
But finally.
Now have Wilson scoring back. Can they hurt Liverpool? 3 losses in a row, seeing it coming for a slot.
I don't know.
Will they know they're coming for slot?
You know the problem in psychology. Losing is contagious. You don't know how Bali can play on their head. They'll be thinking, the coach will be thinking, should I go with Ketike? Should I go? I don't think we'll have a good sleep from now to the game on Saturday.
On Sunday.
Whatever, even if it's on Monday, he won't sleep. Because they say, like with the talk of no sleep for the weekend. He looks like the wicked one right now.
I've told you he's a wicked man.
So the truth is, guy, he'll be looking at all the permutations, all the structures, all the formations, and he will play that game 3,000 times in his head before that game on Sunday. And that could be the problem.
And now
he could want to overthink it.
And now I think this thing where you don't talk now, it already happened. That's the honest truth. Because this weekend we are seeing Alexander Isak starts. The next game we are seeing Hugo Ekitike starts. Tomorrow we'll see Keke go start.
Tomorrow we'll see
and then we're seeing Robert start. It is already playing in his head.
He doesn't know who to play.
Losing is contagious, right? He already messed with the guy head. What am I not doing? That's why I say this guy, day again. He don't know it.
He takes a solid manager to, like I said, it's not about winning, going on a winning streak. I said that at the beginning of the season when we're winning. Yeah. It's about how can they respond when they finally lose. Arsenal lost. Come on. I saw the blueprint. Anyway, let's look at the blueprint of it. The world class, the standard, the charismatic enigma. Let's get them out. The big masquerades in the room. Let's look at lesser guys in the room. You can't just lose.
You don't win this Premier League.
You can't just come on. You know it's ours already. We're just waiting for the you had to put it now. The replica of the trophy to come closer. But the truth, remember, because that was the real one. Unfortunately, the truth is, man. Let's be realistic. Liverpool have got a lot of problems, and it's beyond football, out of the game, because. Now the coach is thinking, should I obey Rooney and drop Salah? Should I drop Van Dijk?
Yeah, drop Salah this season. It didn't work. It didn't work out. You have to bring him back.
He said drop him. He
dropped Salah. That's how I piped them.
I think we become that stage where we say Salah not the problem, and then
it don't be Salah the problem. That's not the problem.
Pass that problem. Still Salah the problem.
Because every single Liverpool player is playing badly. Every single person. Ryan Gravenberch is a ghost. Ibrahima Konate and Van Dijk rubbish. They are both jokers.
Have you done salsa before?
Jokers.
I believe that what this guy does on the picture of Van Dijk. He dances salsa a lot.
Right back, left back, dead.
And we know why. We don't even talk of Jeremy Frimpong, such a disaster of a signing.
In fact, if they do, see, funny how if you rank the worst signings of the Premier League history, 6 na Liverpool.
Full on wheat. That guy play a name of it.
6 to make matters worse. You know, say no fee play anything. You can't go carry injury. You know, say no play. You can't go carry.
Let's see. See, this is the best time to play Liverpool.
Score predictions.
My brother, I don't know how to say Liverpool will lose again. It's heavy in my mouth. It's very heavy because I don't do.
I mean, they talk to Liverpool fans. So when did they call it?
There's a score prediction. Drop am. Your fans don't they wait for you. Emphatic. Spoiler.
These are not a spoiler. You are not past spoiler. But Liverpool West Ham at the Anfield, right?
No, at
London Stadium.
At London Stadium.
Liverpool fans, what a week. How do you go from losing 4-1 to fail me to going away from home? If you're at home, I'll tell Liverpool find a way to win it. But because they're playing, I'll go with a draw. West Ham will not draw. West Ham will not lose again. Because the Spirit of Santo will understand what it means. See, he knows how to play teams at their best, at their very worst. I'll go with a 2-2 draw. Hopefully I'm right.
1-0 win in favor of West Ham. 1-0.
1-0.
Yes, 1-0 win in favor of West Ham.
The guy is modest.
Well, there you have it. Last weekend also was emphatic. It is 4-1 scoreline for Spurs. For Arsenal, I beg your pardon when they said that it's a spoiler.
Yeah.
It is. And they went on to win by 4-1. This week, there could be, your go-to. This one also make you put bag of rice. Say, man, they go win.
2-0.
Unconvincing.
Yeah, I know. I advise you.
Unconvincing.
Bag of rice and your money. Then go enter inside voicemail. But that's it for that one. Football Temple brought to you by Azar Studios.